evening, everybody. Welcome to Pflugerville High School. First Responder Broadcasting, bringing you everything Georgetown Eagle Volleyball. And we're live tonight in Pflugerville at the Pflugerville High School to take on the Panthers here in district play. Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball is brought to you by Pregame Western Wear, 4809 Williams Drive, the best and the nicest in Western wear. It's men's, women's, it's boots, it's hats, it's belt buckles, anything you could think of, and it is amazing. Go see them. Fabian, Lorena, I went blank. Someone's talking to me at the same time. Piedreros, and they don't hesitate to sponsor Georgetown Athletics and First Responder Broadcasting. We are so appreciative of their support, and they make it possible along with the Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club. CSCT, the construction specialists of Central Texas, it's a special day for them. It is Lynn Krog's birthday today. She turned 70. I got to talk to her. She's here to watch her granddaughter, Mrs. Kendall McDougal. But happy birthday to Miss Lynn. It's John and Lynn Krog and Jeremy and Rachel McDougal, proud owners and proud supporters of Georgetown Athletics across the board. At City View Bible Church, if you want to find a place to belong, to find any part of life where you are, be it in need of recovery, in need of marriage help, in need of anything Bible-based teachings, classes, student and kids ministry that are paralleled to none, it's a place to be. Check them out, cityviewbible.org, cityviewbible.org. They can be seen Sunday mornings, 8 o'clock, 9:45, and 11:30. You can come have a wonderful time with us at cityviewbible.org. Pflugerville High School, that is where we are tonight. And this finishes up the first rotation through district play for your Georgetown Lady Eagles. After this, they start through a trip number 2 on Friday at Conley, and we'll be there live on the SHN Sports YouTube channel to bring you Georgetown Volleyball on a Friday, since Georgetown Eagle football will be live at Colleen Chaparral on Thursday night. So Friday night volleyball will be live here on the SHN Sports Network. Through almost one round of district play, Georgetown sits atop the standings in the district at 5-0. They have won 15 sets, lost 4. They won in an amazing battle last Tuesday night against the Weiss Wolves, 3-2 at home. Back and forth it went. Georgetown won set 1, lost set 2. Georgetown won set 3, lost set 4, and then Georgetown comes in and wins it 15-10 in set 5 to take the 3-2 win to give Weiss their first loss. They sit in second place at 4-1. And then you have Hendrickson and Eastview. They are tied up at 3-2 in district play. Pflugerville at 2-3. Elgin at 1-5, and Conley 0-5 through district play thus far. Georgetown 22-11 overall on the season. They've won 54 sets, lost 33. They are on a 5-match win streak. Weiss at second place is 30-7 overall. In the latest Texas Girls Coaches Association rankings, the TGCA rankings, Georgetown got recognized for that big win over Weiss. They jumped all the way up from 17th to 11th. Weiss falling all the way down to 17th after that big loss to Georgetown last week. And so Georgetown doing well and continuing to battle here in district play. Friday night we'll be at Conley 6:30. We'll be live 6:15ish with the pregame. And then next Tuesday, be at the Georgetown High School. It's Eastview, the Crosstown Classic, the San Gabriel, the Battle of the San Gabriel, whatever you want to call it. It'll be another fun night of volleyball when Eastview comes to Georgetown for their second set. They're going to look for the chance to right the wrong after losing to Georgetown 3-0 in the first matchup through district play. And so it'll be a fun one. So lots of volleyball in the next 2 weeks. Volleyball tonight, Friday night, and next Tuesday night. And it is fun to watch. The Lady Eagles, the visitors tonight, they're in the Georgetown blue spandex with the baby blue jerseys. We'll go over that in just a second. The Pflugerville Panthers, their head coach is Jason Langman. Assistant coaches, Summer Harper, Angela Fries, and April Hundle. Pflugerville High School in the Pflugerville ISD, along with Hendrickson, Conley, and Weiss. Superintendents, Dr. Quentin Shepard. The principal here is John Bailey. Athletic director is Jonathan Lamb. The athletic coordinator is Charles Taylor. And the trainer, Lauren De La Torre, for the Pflugerville Panthers. On Friday night, Georgetown did have a bye week in district, so they took the night off. Eastview beat Elgin 3-1. Weiss beat Pflugerville 3-0. And Henderson swept Conley 3-0. So the Pflugerville Panthers tonight in a different look. It's the black spandex and black jerseys, long sleeve jerseys with the gold numbers and lettering. Pflugerville and script lettering on the back of the gold black jerseys in gold below the gold numerals. Gold numerals on the front of the black long sleeve jersey tops. Your Georgetown Lady Eagles in their Georgetown blue spandex with the baby blue jerseys. Georgetown blue letters and numbers outlined in white of the short sleeve Georgetown jerseys. The libero, Jordan Pitcatley, will be in the pink jersey tonight for Georgetown's libero. The libero for the Panthers is number 2, Layla Ornick. She will be in a white long sleeve jersey with the black spandex in black, looks like blue numerals on the front and back of her white jersey. We'll try to go to the PA announcer and bring you tonight's starting lineups, the national anthem here from Pflugerville High School. As soon as they get ready. I think it's the boys basketball coach, Coach Reynaga, doing the PA work here tonight. No nights off for some of these coaches and teachers. They are appreciated. So we look forward to that as we get ready for the introductions. There he goes. We'll go to him.
District 23 5A volleyball matchup between the visiting Georgetown Eagles and your Pflugerville Panthers. At Pflugerville High School, we proudly endorse the Texas Way, a statewide initiative that champions sportsmanship, integrity, and community strength in Texas sporting events. The Texas Way, founded by the Texas High School Coaches Association, the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association, and 2 Words Character Development, aims to enhance sportsmanship, reduce ejections, and foster positive relationships among coaches, athletes, officials, and fans. By supporting the Texas Way, the Pflugerville High School is dedicated to creating a positive and respectful sports environment, ensuring that spirit of competition thrives with self-control, integrity, and mutual respect. We ask our fans community to join us in playing the Texas Way and make a difference in the Texas sports community. Thank you. At this time, it is Pflugerville Panther Parent Night. If you are a parent of a Pflugerville varsity volleyball player, would you please stand? Thank you for your support, dedication, and service to our Pflugerville volleyball program. Coach Langman and his staff could not do this without you. We thank you for your support. The ladies will now present you with a message of gratitude. it's time to meet the visiting Georgetown Eagles. Number 1, Scout Robinson. Number 2, Mary Rose Scholes. Number 3, Ellie Weinbrink. Number 4, Kenna Stengel. Number 5, Trisha Carlson Walker. Number 6, Amelia Albright. Number 8, Madeline Posey. Number 9, Mallory Miller. Number 10, Jordan Pickethley. Number 11, Sailor Rollmer. Number 12, Kendall McDougall. Number 13, Emery Anderson. Number 14, Ella O'Shaughnessy. Number 15, Taylor Vett. Number 16, Riley Holland. Number 18, Madeline Bradley. And number 20, Macy Gates. The Eagles are coached by Jenny Richardson, assisted by Victoria Radcliffe, Aslan Cook, and Jason Allgood. And now for the home team, Pflugerville Panthers. Number 1, junior Ashanti Bowles. Number 2, senior Layla Ornick. Number 3, senior Brianna Belden. Number 4, sophomore Ellie Brown. Number 5, senior Morgan Prihota. Number 6, senior C.C. Fresh. Number 7, sophomore Waylon Ferguson. Number 8, senior Paige Wynn. Number 9, freshman Jayla Cole. Number 10, junior Christina Campbell. Number 11, sophomore Kian Alberto. Number 12, sophomore Caitlin Morales. Number 13, senior Marley Hill. And number 14, sophomore Faith Benavides. The Panthers are coached by Jason Langman, assisted by Summer Harper, Angela Freeze, and April Hundle. Your trainer tonight is Lauren Delatorre, and your student manager is Trey Lanford.
Well, the two teams have gone through the introductions, and we'll get ready to go live here at Pflugerville High School as we get ready for set number 1, brought to you by CSCT, Construction Specialists of Central Texas, proud sponsors of First Responder Broadcasting, and Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball. They are big-time sponsors of Georgetown Athletics. It's John and Lynn Krogh, Jeremy and Rachel McDougall at Construction Specialists of Central Texas. Both teams go absolutely library silent. On the floor as Georgetown breaks the huddle. And on the court to start set number 1 for the Lady Eagles, you have number 18, Madeline Bradley, the 6-foot freshman outside hitter. Number 14, Ella O'Shaughnessy, the 5'11 sophomore. Number 6, Amelia Albright. She is the 5'11 junior setter on the front row. Number 16, the 5'8 sophomore, Riley Holland, joined by, there she is, number 13, Amory Anderson, the 5'10 junior. And number 9, that is the 5'9 junior, Mallory Miller. On the floor for the Lady Panthers, number 12, Caitlin Morales. Number 13, Marley Hill. Number 7, Waylon Ferguson. Number 9, Jayla Cole. Number 4, Ellie Brown. And one more turn sideways. Number 5, Morgan Prihota. And then number 9, Jayla Cole will come off for the libero. That is the senior, number 2, Layla Ornick. The Panthers have the serve to open it up here in set number 1. It's across the way. And a scramble here, and an ace off of Madeline Bradley. 4-point number 1, the serve from Caitlin Morales, the sophomore setter for the Panthers. From the far side, flat-footed serve, and a 1-0 lead. Bradley has it. Albright will go get it, set far side. Mallory Miller with the big swing. The nice dig there by the Panthers at the net, the tip over. Holland has a hand on it. Mallory Miller has a second ball and a free ball sent over by Albright. Ornick has the second touch, the swing by the Panthers, and a one-handed dig there by Bidketley, but it goes backwards and a point for the Pflugerville Panthers. 2-0. The Panthers lead it here in set number 1. Morales continues her service run here to open up set number 1. Mid Kethley, Albright, far side. Miller, a little roll shot right at the 10-foot line for the kill. And a side out back to Georgetown. Marley Hill with the layout there to try to get to it, but unable to get to the ball. It lands at the 10-foot line. Now back to serve goes Mallory Miller for the Lady Eagles, the 5'9" junior outside hitter. Serve across the way. Free ball sent over by Ornick. The Eagles a chance to set it up. Pitt Kethley. Albright sets it up. Bradley to swing. A nice dig there for the Panthers. Near side to swing. Dug by Pitt Kethley. Albright will set. Miller from the back row. Her attack went off of number 5, Morgan Prihoda, on another diving attempt by Caitlin Morales to get to it, and off a fan in the stands for the kill. 2-2 the score here as Georgetown has tied it back up. Miller will serve again. Jump serve, floats it across. Hill, near side. But Ellie Brown, the sophomore right side hitter, unable to get a good touch on it. Into the net it goes, and Georgetown takes their first lead. 3-2 now. And Mallory Miller will continue to serve here for the Lady Eagles. Serve across. Hill gets the set. Her attack is blocked, and Ornick got the dig off the block. But no one there to help out with touch number 2 and a point to Georgetown. And they take the 2-point lead now, 4-2. Miller serves for the Eagles. Ornick up to Morales. The tip over there by Brown. Played up by Albright. Pitt Kethley far side. Bradley with the attack. A dig by Ornick. It'll be set up near side for Hill, but it's into the net. And the antenna. So an unforced hitting error there. Point to Georgetown. They grow their lead to 3 now, 5-2. And Mallory Miller on the service run here for the Lady Eagles. Serve across. Ornick. And a second touch into the net. The third touch unable to get over the net. And the Eagles on a 6-0 run. Lead at 6-2 now. 4-point lead. Coach Jenny Richardson gives the sign to Mallory Miller. The jump serve. Hill. Morales runs it down. Ornick will send a free ball across. Miller to Albright. Set. And the tip over by Amory Anderson. A nice one-handed dig by Morales. Set near side. Hill's attack dug by Miller. Albright will set far side. Bradley will tip it over the double block and down for the kill. A diving attempt there by Morales, but a point to Georgetown, and they lead it 7-2. And a 7-0 run here has drawn a timeout from head coach Jason Langman of Pflugerville. We'll take it with them. Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment.
Yeah, fly like an eagle. Spit fire like a dragon. Make some mistakes, you won't keep me lacking. Already been through it. I ain't the one tapping. Let's see who's next up. Next up. Just me and my passion. Hear all the talking, they seeing no action. We get it stepping while they get the bag. And I'm with my brothers, what's happening? None of my enemies fast and biting my style and jacket. Dropping a storm, you best get the packet. Ain't no more fashion. When I pull up big tanks, that's it. Still wreaking havoc. Smell of an excellent young telepathic. Really on mind with these lines. Spinning on top, I am one of a kind. Prophecy for my design. Yeshua said I'll be with him in time. Not even dope on my level of high. I'm levitating on the rhymes.
Back out of the timeout. Back here at Pflugerville High School. Georgetown, the 7-2 lead. Pflugerville takes their first timeout here of set number 1. Mallory Miller on the service run for the Lady Eagles. Serves it away again. This one a lot more pace behind this one. Miller changes it up. And another ace. 8-2 the lead for Georgetown. Pflugerville started off with a 2-0 lead. Georgetown on an 8-point run now. Here to set 1 early on. Miller to serve again. Ornick, overpass on the serve receive. Bradley hits it back down. Ornick digs it. The attack by Pflugerville, dug up by Miller. Bradley's attack into the net. And the side out. Back over to Pflugerville. 3-8 to score now. It's Pflugerville will send back Marley Hill, the senior outside hitter from the middle of the back row. Serve is nice and long, just out. First service error of the set for the Panthers. Gives the ball back over to the Eagles, 9-3. And Amory Anderson will go to the back to serve as Kathleen Libero will come out. Ellie O'Shaughnessy, the 5'11 sophomore, onto the front row for the Lady Eagles. Served by Anderson, far side. Set to the near side. The attack off the block, dug up by Miller. Albright will back set here. Riley Holland with the tip over. Ornick the dig. Morellis will set it up. Back row attack for Hill. Into the block and down for the kill. As Bradley and Holland slide into each other. So side out back to the Panthers. 4-9. They trail by 5. Amory Anderson off on the back row. Jordan Pitcatley Libero back on. And now serving is Layla Ornick, the libero. Across court, Mallory Miller. Albright, back set here. Holland cross court, dug up by Morellis. Set to the far side, Brown's attack, dug by Albright. Pitcatley will have the second touch. Set it to Albright, back row attack, dug by Morellis. Free ball sent over by the Panthers. Mallory Miller will set it for Albright. Far side, Ellie O'Shaughnessy the tip over. Morellis has it. Ornick has the second touch near side. The swing off the block, dug by Miller. Albright set far side. Bradley the tip over. And the kill off of the tip from Madeline Bradley, the freshman. And a point to Georgetown. 10-4, they lead by 6. Substitution here brings in number 11, Saylor Ruhlmeyer. Saylor, the 5'8 junior setter, will sub in for Riley Holland and drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles. 10-4, Georgetown by 6. Ruhlmeyer set at the net, but a net violation whistled here on number 12, Morellis, the setter. So no worries about the attack. The set caused the point, and it's a 7-point lead for the Lady Eagles, 11-4, their largest lead of the set. Ruhlmeyer serve. Panthers will set to the far side. Brown's attack into the net. Point to Georgetown. 12-4 the lead here in set number 1. Saylor to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Gets the sign from Coach Richardson. Tip over, read by Ruhlmeyer. Albright will set far side. Bradley the swing off the block. A scramble here, but a net violation whistled on Prihoda of Pflugerville. So the point to the Eagles, 13-4, the lead to 9 now for Georgetown here in set number 1. Ruhlmeyer to serve again. Hill, Morales, the tip over, played by Bradley. But now having to take the third ball at a weird angle, and into the net it goes. Point to the Panthers on the side out, 5-13. They trail by 8. Substitutions here. Ellie Brown will come out. And number 8, Paige Wynn, will come in. Number 12, Caitlin Morales, the setter, will come out. And number 1, Ashanti Bowles, the junior, will come in. Set to the far side. The swing by Amelia Albright is just wide here on the near side. What a cut shot there, just at the 10-foot line. But it's a point to the Panthers. 6-13, they trail by 7 here in set number 1. Flat-footed serve by Wynn. Pitcatley, Ruhlmeyer, back row for Miller, a punch over. Wynn will set it near side. The attack off the block, dug by by Mallory Miller. And there's the big swing. Oh, they're going to call it out here on the near side by Amelia Albright. Amelia not happy with herself. 2 hitting errors there. 7-13, the Panthers trail by 6. Wynn's flat-footed serve, sends it across. Pitcatley, Ruhlmeyer will set it up. Bradley's attack, cross court, dug by Wynn. Ornick will have the second touch and set it up. The attack, miss hit. Miller has it. Ruhlmeyer, and a tip over by O'Shaughnessy. Wynn, Ornick, near side. The swing into the block. Scramble here by the Panthers. They get it over. Ruhlmeyer has the touch. Pitcatley will set it up. Albright, the attack and the kill. Oh, my goodness. That'll be called out by the line judge. Point to the Panthers and a timeout for head coach Jenny Richardson. 8-13. The Panthers trail by 5 after this timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball will continue here on the SHN Sports Network. Stay with us.
Son of a king, son of God, I'm a son of the king, a son of a son of a son of a son of a king, son of God, a son of a king, a son of a son of a son of a. It's capital R. I'm praising the Father. My life in the top.
One timeout apiece here in set number one. Georgetown leads by 5, 8-13. Pflugerville serves. Big Kepley kept alive by O'Shaughnessy. Free ball sent over on a nice shot by Miller. Scramble here for the Panthers, and a free ball will not be returned. Miscommunication between three of the Lady Panthers, and a side out back to Georgetown. Madeline Bradley will come over and sub out. And on to serve for the Lady Eagles will be the 5'7" junior defensive specialist, number 12, Kendall McDougal. She'll drop back to serve with a 6-point lead here in set number one for the Eagles, 14-8. Dougal from the middle of the back row. Serve across the way. Ornick up to win. Set in the middle. The attack dug by McDougal. Ruhlmeyer will set far side to Miller. Her attack dug by Hill. Wynn has the second touch, and a free ball sent over by the Panthers. McDougal. Ruhlmeyer will set it up. The swing by O'Shaughnessy, and that one's on the end line. On the back line for the kill for Ellie O'Shaughnessy. Point to Georgetown. The lead back to 7 now, 15-8. McDougal serve across the way. Ornick. Wynn sets it far side. Prihoda off the block, but Kepley gets a touch on it as he goes into the bleachers for the kill. Side out back to Pflugerville. 15-9. Georgetown leads by 6. Here in set number one. Back to serve goes number 5, Morgan Prihoda, the senior outside hitter from the middle of the back row. Flat-footed serve, sends it across. McDougal. Ruhlmeyer will have the second touch to the far side. And that'll be Kennedy, or I want to call her Kennedy Miller. It's her sister. I apologize. Mallory Miller with the swing and the kill. And a side out back to Georgetown. Rotation of the libero for the Eagles brings O'Shaughnessy out. Amory Anderson to the front row. And Jordan Pitketley, libero to serve for the Lady Eagles. Sends it across. Ornick tied at the net to win. The tip over, but a big block there at the net by Amelia Albright. Gives the point to Georgetown. The lead back to 8, 17-9. For Georgetown here at set number one. Pitketley's jump serve. Played by Belden. The tip into the block. Back down to the Panthers. They'll set it up, hit it again. Into the block. It's trying to keep it alive, but cannot do it. Anderson got a touch on it. But a side out back to Pflugerville. 10-17. Pflugerville trails by 7. Libero rotation. Will bring number 7 back onto the floor, Waylon Ferguson. And back to serve goes number 9, Jayla Cole, the freshman outside hitter. Cole's jump serve, and it's into the net for the servicer. Second servicer of the set for the Panthers. And the side out back to Georgetown. Riley Holland subs back in for Sailor Ruhlmeyer. And Amelia Albright will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Leading it by 8, 18-10. Albright from the near side of the back row, the jump serve. Wynn will set it up. Flat-footed attack sent over. McDougal. Ketley will set it far side. Miller, the attack. Miller tie. The excitement is off of the set by the libero, Pitt Ketley. A beautiful back set to Mallory Miller for the kill. And Georgetown matches their largest lead of 9, 19-10. Timeout number 2 for Jason Langman of Pflugerville. We'll take it with him. Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment. At Pflugerville High School. Back to action we go. The Eagles lead at 19-10. Served by Albright. Belden to win. The attack off the block, dug by McDougal. Albright will set it up near his side. Holland takes something off of it, and a good job there. It went off the block, and then off Ashanti Bowles and out of play. And Georgetown takes their largest lead of the set. It's 10 at 20-10 now over the Panthers. Albright to serve again. Serve across the way, played by Hill. Wynn will set it backside. Bowles attack off the block, dug by Pitketley. Albright, quick set. Anderson tips it over. And the Panthers will set it up. Near side, Hill, and the kill for Marley Hill, the senior outside hitter. She puts it just in front of the defense for the kill. Side out back to the Panthers, 11-20. Wynn out, Brown in for the Panthers. Bowles out. And back to serve goes Morellis. Caitlin Morellis, the sophomore setter, back in. Flat-footed serve by Morellis across the way. McDougal. Albright will set it up. Amory Anderson's attack sails long. And out. 20-12. The Panthers trail by 8. As Morellis will serve again for the Lady Panthers. Flat-footed serve just over the net. McDougal to Albright, to Miller, and it's Miller time. Big swing off the block and down for the kill. 21-12, Georgetown by 9. McDougal subs out. Madeline Bradley back on in the front row, and back to serve goes Mallory Miller for the Eagles, leading it by 9, 21-12. From the near side, jump serve, floats it. Morellis will send it to the far side. The swing, but a miss hit by Marley Hill there. Into the net, point to Georgetown. They lead by 10 again, 22-12. Jump serve by Miller, near sideline. Played up by Belden, set. The tip over, played by Albright. Pitketley back to Albright, back row attack. Got a big swing by the future forward, a Gator. Amelia Albright gets the kill. And the Eagles lead by 11, 23-12. As Mallory Miller on another service run. Tries to serve out set number 1 for the Lady Eagles, 2 points away. Miller the high toss. The serve gets it in. Belden up to Morellis, set in the middle. The attack, it's wide on the near side. And an unforced hitting error there by number 7, Waylon Ferguson. Gives the point to Georgetown, and it's set point number 1 for the Lady Eagles. 24-12 here in set 1. As Mallory Miller will serve for the set. Another high toss serve. Belden up to Morellis. Set backside, Hill. The tip over. Pitketley there. Albright back set. Miller's back row attack is into the net. She knew it immediately. And this side out back to the Panthers. 13-24. They trail by 11. Substitution here is Prihoda will come in on the front row for Belden. And back to serve goes Marley Hill, the senior. Next side out gives the Eagles the set. Serve deep. Miller, Albright. Beautiful set. Madeline Bradley's attack off of Hill. Run down by Prihoda. Hill will send the free ball over. The Eagles a free chance here. Albright set. Backside. Holland's tip over there. Ornick, a good dig. Brown's attack dug by Miller. Albright sets it up. Bradley, the big swing, dug by Ornick. Morellis near side to Prihoda. Her swing cross court and is on the far sideline. Bradley thought it was going to be out, ducked under it. And it just catches the line for the kill. 14-24, the Panthers trail by 10. Served by Hill. Pitketley up to Albright. Back row attack for Miller. The tip over. Prihoda with the dig. And Brown will send a free ball over. Albright. Pitketley has it. Near side, Holland tips it off the block. A scramble here. Prihoda will send the ball over, but a miss hit there. Sends it long and out. And the point to Georgetown. 25-14, Georgetown takes set number 1 to lead it 1-0 over the Panthers of Pflugerville. We'll take a quick timeout. We come back. It's set number 2. Live from Pflugerville High School, you're listening to Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Stay with us.
It's like it's spiritual war going on. Better be prepared. Yeah, I ain't alone in the booth. Yeah, the spirit of work. Turn the microphone up. Yeah, I'm trying to be heard. Demons calling me up. Still been reading the word. A couple questions I need answering. I'm down for the search. So help me, Father. Help me, Father, man. I need to get my head right. Can't be fighting with these demons. It's like every night. They can see the light. Help me, Father, as I grip the pen and start to write, Father. I need reconciling again. I keep pushing all these voices away, what ain't from a pen. You feel like a gift. You keep giving, give with no end. To the day I see your face, restoration, breathing it in. I was born with sin, the weight on my shoulders carried within. Baggage I won't let you taste till I'm holding tight like a kid. Surrounded by reflections instead of people that care. What's to worry about the climb out the should've taken the stairs. Now I'm falling for the big, got me focused on plenty charts. Worry about the money, get pulled away from the art design to keep me here. Keep me battling from afar. And when I fail again. And I'm tired of building my guard, I'm falling short of the mark. Leave me there when it's dark. I can do this on my own, knowing the enemy's hard. Do you hold me together, feel like I'm falling apart. Help me, Father, I repent, I'm going back to the stars. So help me, Father. Help me, Father, man, I need to get my head right.
Back out of the break, we go to set number 2. For the Panthers on the floor, number 14, Faith Benavides. Alongside number 12, Caitlin Morales. I believe it's number 1, Ashanti Bowles on the front row. On the back row is Prihoda, along with Layla Ornick, the libero. And number 10, I believe it is, Christina Campbell, the junior utility. For the Lady Eagles, back to serve will be Amelia Albright to start the serving. On the back row, joined by the libero, Pitt Kefley, and Kendall McDougall. On the front row, Riley Holland, Mallory Miller, and Macy Gates. Albright's first serve is underway. Ornick will pass it up to Morellis. Far side, Prihoda, cross court, dug by Miller. Pitt Kefley sends it far side. Holland tips it over. Played up by Morellis. Far side, Prihoda, the tip over. Albright's there. Pitt Kefley sets it back up for Albright. Her attack is wide out here on the near side. And the side out goes to the Panthers, and they open it up with a 1-point lead now, 1-0. Here in set number 2. Flat-footed serve by Benavides. Albright quick set. Macy Gates the attack and off the block with the kill. So her first touch off on the floor for the first time tonight. There's a side out back to the Lady Eagles. On the big swing. Pitt Kefley back on. Subbing out is Kendall McDougall. Back on is number 18, Madeline Bradley. Served by Mallory Miller. Morellis will set it up for Prihoda. The attack dug by Miller. Albright will go get it. Send it near side for Bradley. Free ball sent over by the Eagles. Set up. The attack there by the Panthers. And a nice read by Gates to tip it over. A scramble here. And a miss hit by Waylon Ferguson. Sends it just long on the back for the unforced error there. Point to Georgetown. And Georgetown takes the lead 2-1. Here in set number 2. Serve across the way. Prihoda. Morellis back set here. The swing and a kill for number 1, Ashanti Bowles. The junior right side hitter. Evens it up at 2 apiece. She'll sub out. Wynn will sub back in. Ellie Brown will sub in for Morales for the Panthers on the front row. And back to serve goes number 8, Paige Wynn, the senior setter. Tied up 2-2 here in the second set. Flat-footed serve by Wynn. And it is wide on the far side. Nope. The upper up is going to overrule it. And he'll rule it an ace. 3-2. Pflugerville leads it by 1. Wynn's flat-footed serve. Pitt Kefley. Albright back set. The swing by Holland. The dig by Campbell. This tack dug by Pitt Kefley at the net. Set it up. Macy Gates attack into the block and down for the kill. And a side out back to Georgetown. 3-3 your score. Ella O'Shaughnessy back on the front row for the Lady Eagles. Pitketley libero will rotate out as Macy Gates will drop back to serve. Macy, the 5'10 junior middle blocker. From the middle of the back row, flat-footed serve into the tape of the net and back down for the service error. First service error of the set, first of the match for the Lady Eagles. And a point back to Pflugerville. 4-3, they lead by 1. Marley Hill will sub back in for Christina Campbell. And the libero, Pitketley, back on the floor for Macy Gates for Georgetown. Prehota serve. Miller, Albright, back set. Riley Holland, the attack, and a kill off of the hands of Prehota. And a side out back to Georgetown. 4-4 your score. Sailor Ruhlmeyer will sub in for Riley Holland. Sailor will go back to serve as Amelia Albright will sub out. Scout Robinson, the 5'7 senior outside hitter, number 1, subs in on the front row for the Lady Eagles. Ruhlmeyer serve. And we'll send it over. Ellie Brown sends the free ball over. Pitketley, Ruhlmeyer back set. Scout Robinson the attack. An overpass on the dig. Ruhlmeyer will set it up near side. Bradley, her attack off the net, but a net violation whistled on Ellie Brown of Pflugerville. Point to the Eagles. 5-4 your score. Georgetown the 1-point lead as Ruhlmeyer will serve again for Georgetown. Head-to-head in the all-time series between these two schools. Georgetown leads 20-3. And then we'll set it up. The attack is just long. Off the hands of Waylon Ferguson. Point to Georgetown. They lead at 6-4. Take their largest lead of 2. In that, though, Georgetown has won 15 matches in a row and has not lost a set in that 15-match run over the Pflugerville Panthers. They are 42-0 in sets won to loss. The attack for the back row for Miller, dug by Wynn. Hill with the attack, dug by Pitketley. Ruhlmeyer will set it up. Bradley the attack, and off the block for the kill. Madeline Bradley gives the point to Georgetown. The lead up to 3 now, 7-4. The last time Georgetown lost to Pflugerville was back in 2013 on August the 27th in a 3-2 loss, 3-2. But in that run since then, they have won 15 matches, 42 sets won, 0 sets lost to Pflugerville since that point. The attack by Brown, dug by Ruhlmeyer. Pitketley will send it far side. Robinson, the attack, dug by Belden. Hornick will send it to Hill, flat-footed attack, roll shot. Miller, Ruhlmeyer sets it up. Robinson's attack, and a nice one. Went away from the block. Hornick committed to the tip. And Scout Robinson went to the far corner for the kill. 8-4, Georgetown leads by 4. And how she did that and contort her body with that swing, it looked like it was faced to come cross court and then went to the back corner for the kill. Served by Ruhlmeyer, sends it deep corner over here. Belden. Wynn has it, sets it up. Brown's attack blocked at the net, but off of the block, out of bounds. Side out back to the Panthers. 5-8, Pflugerville trails by 3. So as we said, Georgetown now has gone on a 43-set run over Pflugerville. Looking to make it a 16-match winning streak. Served by Ornick. Pitketley. Ruhlmeyer will set near side. Robinson, big attack off the block and a kill. Nice effort there by the center Wynn. But out of bounds towards the bleachers it goes for the kill. Side out back to Georgetown. 9-5, Georgetown by 4. Madeline Bradley will sub out. Kendall McDougal back on for the Lady Eagles. Here in set number 2. Serve across, Belden. Wynn, set it up. Ellie Brown off the block. Pitketley to the pancake. McDougal sets it up. Left-handed attack there by Miller, but it hits the antenna. A great effort by Jordan Pitketley to hit the pancake. But a side out back to the Panthers. 6-9. Pflugerville trails by 3. Morellis back in. And Ashanti Knowles back in as Brown and Wynn come out for the Panthers. The serve by Morellis. McDougal tight at the net. Ruhlmeyer saves it, and the tip over by Ella O'Shaughnessy. But they're going to call a net violation there on O'Shaughnessy. So a point to the Lady Panthers. 7-9, they've cut it back to a 2-point deficit. It's Morellis to serve again. Flat-footed serve, a good one. Pitketley. Ruhlmeyer near side. Miller, little roll shot into the block, but a little pace taken off of it. Faith Benavides didn't get a good touch on it and get the kill to Georgetown. Side out back to Georgetown, 10-7. They lead by 3. Libero rotation sends Macy Gates to the front row. Ella O'Shaughnessy will come out. Pitketley, the libero, serves cross court. Set up near side. Hills cross-court attack. Dug by McDougal. Robinson has the second touch. Free ball sent over near side by Pregame. Set back to Ashanti Knowles. She tries to tip it and does, but a good job of keeping the ball out of the net. McDougal has the free ball sent over. Ruhlmeyer will dump a second touch over, and a good read there by Sailor Ruhlmeyer. Ornick got a touch on it, but unable to make the ball pop it up into the air. And Georgetown gets the point. 11-7, Georgetown by 4. Pregame to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Deep corner off of Belden. Ornick the second ball, and a free ball sent over by Knowles. McDougal will have it up to Ruhlmeyer. Back set, Macy Gates on a cross court. Sends it off of, it's going to be off of Shanti Knowles. She had the dig, but sent it out of bounds on the far side. Point to Georgetown. They have their largest lead of 5 points here in the second set, and that'll draw the timeout from head coach Jason Langman. We'll take it with them. Georgetown volleyball will continue in just a moment. Stay with us.
Whoa. Turn me up, I'm about to slide on him. Jesus, peace around my neck, thought you was safe. Heard you want the crown and come and try to keep the pace. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They asked me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. I run a race and kept the faith. And His mercy follow me, no, I don't need a chase. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They asked me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. Ain't have a deal, ain't had to force it. Can't believe the boy and not a boy got their endorsements. Put me down so long, I went and built me up a fortress. Now when I tell them about the vision, they of course ain't.
Back here at Pflugerville High School in set number 2. Brought to you by Construction Specialists of Central Texas. John and Lynn Krogh, Jeremy and Rachel McDougal, proud owners and supporters of Georgetown Athletics. In the second set, Georgetown leads by 5, 12-7. The serve by Pregame. Belden. Knowles will send it near side. The punch over by Hill. McDougal up to Ruhlmeyer. Quick set. Gates the attack. And it is long and out. Side out back to the Panthers. 8-12. They lead or trail by 4. Prihoda back in for Belden on the front row for the Panthers. This is Marley Hill will drop back to serve for Pflugerville. Serve across. Miller up to Ruhlmeyer. To Miller in the middle. And it's off the tape and it runs to the near side and out. So the hitting error gives the point to the Panthers. Now they trail by 3, 9-12. Served by Hill. McDougal, Ruhlmeyer to Robinson. A big swing and gets it on the near side in just inside the 10-foot line for the kill. And the side out to Georgetown. Robinson will sub out. This Albright back in on the back row. She'll draw back to serve. Riley Holland subs in for Sailor Ruhlmeyer on the front row. Number 10, Christina Campbell will sub in for Marley Hill on the back row for the Panthers. Albright will move to the far side of the back row to serve. The jump serve by Amelia. Ornick. The ball sent far side and a big swing there. But no kill for Prihoda. It's going to be a net violation ruled on Riley Holland. Side out back to the Panthers. 10-13. Back to serve goes Benavides. Set near side. Miller tips it over. And Morellis slides short of it, thinking Prihoda was coming. And a nice read there. The libero Ornick right back on the floor. Substitution here. Brings Madeline Bradley back on the front row for Kendall McDougal. The serve by Mallory Miller. Off for Prihoda. Ornick runs it down. Prihoda will send a deep free ball. Miller. Albright will set it up for Holland. Her cross-court shot dug by Morellis. Ornick will send it far side to Prihoda. Cross-court shot. It's wide here on the near side. An unforced hitting error gives the point to Georgetown, and they lead again by 5. 15-10. Matching their largest lead of the set as Mallory Miller will serve again for the Lady Eagles. And an ace for Mallory Miller as Campbell got a touch on it. But that ball dropped out of the air, and Campbell set for it, then had to lean forward towards the ground to get a touch on it, sent it into the net. And Georgetown leads by 6, their largest lead of the set now at 16-10. Miller to serve again. Prihoda up to Morellis. Back set here to Hill. Her attack dug by Miller. Albright near side. Bradley off the block. A big block at the net there by Marley Hill. Nope, I'm sorry. That was Ashanti Knowles with the block. When they both are on the court, it's hard to tell because their hair covers the number on the back of their jersey. That was Ashanti Knowles with a big block, side out back. For the Panthers, 11-16. They trail by 5. Back in is Wynn, and she serves it across. Miller set up for Macy Gates. The attack, Wynn the dig. Ornick will set it up for Ellie Brown. And a miss hit there by Ellie Brown. Drops it in the middle of the defense. And that'll draw a timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. 12-16, Pflugerville trails by 4. We take a timeout. Eagle Volleyball will continue in a moment. Looking for a church that's grounded in the Bible and built on real community? At City View Bible Church in Round Rock, they're here to help you grow in your faith through solid teaching, authentic relationships, and ministries that meet you where you are. From recovery and marriage ministry to vibrant kids and student programs, there's a place for every stage of life. Join us this Sunday 8 a.m., 9:45, or 11:30. Take your choice and come see what it's all about. Learn more at cityviewbible.org. That's cityviewbible.org. Back out of the timeout. The serve by McDougal across the way. Hill, Wynn at the net, but there's the net violation as Wynn unable to stay out of the net. And the point to Georgetown. 21-14, the Eagles by 7. That's their largest lead of the set. And McDougal to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Serve across. Belden to Wynn to Hill. And tips it into the block and out of play. Side out off of Georgetown, back to the Panthers. 15-21, they trail by 6. Subbing in, comes in. Ashanti Bowles on the front row. Caitlin Morellis on the back row for the Panthers. Served by Morellis, tips off the net. Pinkethley, Ruhlmeyer, tight by Miller, tipped over. Played by Morellis. Ornick now to Hill. The punch over, read by McDougal. Net, Ruhlmeyer sends it near side. Miller left-handed hits it over. And the Panthers have a chance here. The swing off the block, dug by McDougal. Back set here to Robinson. Her attack, dug by Morellis. Ornick will send it near side. Ashanti Knowles will send it over. Dig by Pinkethley. Ruhlmeyer backside to Robinson. Dug by Morellis. Nice play back and forth. The attack by Hill, but the tip into the net. On the unforced hitting error, point to Georgetown. 22-15, Georgetown by 7. Libero rotation takes effect as Ella O'Shaughnessy will come out on the back row. Pinkethley back to serve. Macy Gates back on the front row for the Lady Eagles. Pinkethley from the near side, cross-court serve off of Belden. Hill sends it far side, Knowles into the net. Point to Georgetown, and their lead grows to 8, 23-15. 2 points away from a 2-set lead. Pinkethley to serve again. Sends it across court, off a diving Belden. What a serve there by Pinkethley, gets the ace, and now it's set point, 24-15. She sent that at such an angle. Belden dove to her left towards the far sideline and up into the P of the stands it went on the Pflugerville High School side. Pinkethley to serve for the set. Drops it in there, Ornick up to Morellis. Back set here to Hill. Off the block, dug by Ruhlmeyer. Pinkethley sends it near side. Miller, the attack, off the block, kept alive. Ruhlmeyer, nice play. And Robinson fading back and hits it into the net for the side out. 16-24, Panthers trail by 8. Prihoda back in for Belden on the front row as Marley Hill drops back to serve for the Panthers. Next side out is a point and a win for the Eagles. Set it at the net. Macy Gates, a good read. Tips it over, but just wide here on the near side. Point to the Panthers, 17-24. They trail by 7. Hill to serve again. Across the way, McDougal up to Ruhlmeyer. Set near side, Kennedy. Mallory. Hill hits it into the net, side out. Georgetown wins it 25-17 to take a 2-set lead over the Pflugerville Panthers. I will get it right at one point or another, I promise. 2 sets to none. Georgetown leads it over Pflugerville. We'll take a timeout. Come back with set number 3 live here at Pflugerville High School. You're listening to Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball on the YouTube channel of SHN Sports. Stay with us. live here at Pflugerville High School. Georgetown sponsored by multiple companies in all sports. First Responder Broadcasting, blessed to be sponsored by so many great companies in Georgetown. But Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball is presented by the Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club and Piedreros Western Wear, 4809 Williams Drive, and they have it all. There's a new collection out of some beautiful, exquisite American alligator skin boots that are amazing. But they've got work boots, dance boots, dress boots. They've got men's and women's. They've got it all there at Piedreros. Go see them at 4809 Williams Drive, and they are open Tuesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they are such a great shop there at Piedreros. And CSCT brings us back to set number 3. That's Construction Specialists of Central Texas, the proud sponsor of every set of Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball. As we go to set 3, Georgetown leads it 2-0. On the floor for the Lady Eagles will be Taylor Venn, Riley Holland, Mallory Miller, Madeline Bradley, Amelia Albright, and the libero, Jordan Pitt-Ketley. The first serve from Morellis here to open up this set for Pflugerville is a service error. Their first of the set, fourth of the match. Georgetown takes the lead 1-0. Mallory Miller serve. Prihoda up to Morellis. To Knowles, her attack, dug by Pitt-Ketley, set it up far side. Bradley the attack, Ornick the dig. Morellis, back row attack for Prihoda, dug by Miller. Albright will set far side. Bradley punches it over, dug by Prihoda. Morellis backside to Knowles, her left-handed attack, dug by Miller. Albright will set it up for Riley Holland, and into the net it goes. For the miss hit, side out back to Pflugerville. 1-1 your score. Here to open up set number 3. Taylor Venn on the floor, the 5'9 junior outside middle blocker. Outside hitter, middle blocker. The serve from Marley Hill. Miller up to Albright. Quick set. Vett tips it over. Ornick gets a punch on it and a scramble. But the Panthers unable to get it back over. Nice change of pace there by Vett. Gets the kill and the point to Georgetown, 2-1. Ella O'Shaughnessy will come back onto the front row as libero. Pitt-Ketley will come off the floor. And Taylor Venn will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Marley Hill comes off. Christina Campbell, the junior utility, on the back row for the Panthers. Served by Vett, drops it just to the 10-foot line. Prihoda to Morellis. Knowles into the antenna for the hitting error, and the point to Georgetown, 3-1. Georgetown leads by 2. Taylor Vett to serve again from the far side of the back line. Floats it over Ornick. Up to Morellis, near side. Prihoda into the block and down for the kill. Morgan Prihoda, the senior outside hitter. Side out back to the Panthers. 2-3. Libero rotation brings Waylon Ferguson back on, and back to serve goes Faith Benavides. And it's out. So back-to-back service errors. Or 2 out of 3 service errors for the Panthers. Second of the set, fifth of the match. Gives the point to Georgetown, 4-2. Substitution. Hits it, but it is long on the backside for the unforced error. Point to Georgetown, 5-2. They lead by 3. Sailor Rollmeyer to serve again. She subbed in for Riley Holland. Campbell up to Morellis. Back set to Knowles. Blocked at the net, and a nice block there by Madeline Bradley as she gets attacked by her teammates. 6-2, Georgetown leads by 4. Served by Rollmeyer. Prihoda up to Morellis. Back to Prihoda, near side. Off the block, dug by Bradley. Rollmeyer will set it up to Bradley. Her attack into the block. But a net violation whistled on number 1, Ashanti Bowles of Pflugerville. So a point to Georgetown on the net violation. 7-2, they lead by 5. Served by Rollmeyer. Campbell up to Morellis, near side Prihoda. The attack cross court, dug by Pitt-Ketley. Rollmeyer drops the second ball over, a pancake by Ornick. Free ball by Prihoda. The Eagles have it. Miller, Rollmeyer will set it up. Miller, back row attack into the net for the unforced hitting error. And a side out back to the Panthers. 3-7, they trail by 4. Wynn will sub in for Bowles. And Ellie Brown will sub in for Morellis. Back to serve goes Paige Wynn, the senior setter. Trailing by 4 here in set number 3, 3-7. Flat-footed serve by Wynn. Pitt Kethley up to Ruhlmeyer. Set it up in the middle. Scout Robinson, a big swing there. Off the block, a dig. Tipped over by Prihoda. Pitt Kethley. Ruhlmeyer sends over the, and just keeping it alive. What a play there. The attack by Brown, dug by Ruhlmeyer. Flat-footed send over by Robinson. Ornick to Wynn, to Prihoda. Blocked at the net and on the line. Nice block. Scout Robinson gets the block there. And it landed on the near sideline. So the side out back to Georgetown. Kendall McDougal will sub in for Madeline Bradley, and the Eagles lead by 5, 8-3. McDougal serve across the way. Campbell to Wynn. Set it up. The attack by Ferguson, dug by Pitt Kethley. Ruhlmeyer sets up Miller. A little punch shot over. Good read by Campbell. Wynn near side. Prihoda off the block and off of Pitt Kethley. Out of play. Nice swing there by Morgan Prihoda. And a side out back to the Panthers. Marley Hill back in. Christina Campbell comes off. And back to serve goes Morgan Prihoda, the senior for the Panthers, trailing by 4, 4-8. Serves across the way, McDougal. Ruhlmeyer will set it up in the middle. Scout Robinson off the block. Gets the kill. As Prihoda unable to get a second touch on that one. And a side out back over to the Lady Eagles. 9-4, they lead by 5. Libero rotation brings Taylor Vett back on the front row. Ella O'Shaughnessy will come out. The libero Pitt Kethley back to serve. Number 11, Kiani Apuerto, the sophomore defensive specialist, subs in. And the serve from Pitt Kethley is wide on the far side for the first service error of the set. Second of the match for the Lady Eagles. They give it right back over to the Panthers. 5-9, the Panthers trail by 4. Libero Ornick back to serve for Pflugerville. Serve across the way, McDougal run down by Miller. Pitt Kethley will send a free ball over. Scramble here, and a free ball sent over by Ornick. Pitt Kethley, Ruhlmeyer back set here. Robinson attacks it into the net. And a point to the Panthers, 6-9. They trail by 3, but Coach Jenny Richardson wants the timeout and will take it with them. Georgetown leads by 3 here in set 3. Lady Eagle Volleyball will continue in a moment here on the SHN Sports Network. Out of this timeout. Served by Ornick. Ruhlmeyer will set it up. Tips over by Vett. But Benavides will punch it up into the up ref's arms. And a point to Georgetown. On the side out. Scout Robinson will sub out. Slight mishap. Had a freeze of technology. A side out. Back over to the Panthers. They trail by 3, 7-10. Here in set number 3. It's like we got a surge or something because everything froze, music stopped. And another service error for the Panthers. Morellis. She tries to pick up the pace on the serve here in the third set. That's the third service error for the Panthers here in this set. 6th of the night. And a side out back to Georgetown. McDougal out. Bradley back on the front row. Back to serve goes Mallory Miller, leading 11-7. Ball sent near side. Free ball sent over. Miller, or Albright gets the set, and she'll get the big swing as it goes off of Alpuerto into the stands. So Amelia Albright with a kill, and Georgetown back to a 5-point lead, 12-7. The serve here by Miller. Set to the far side. Attack by Hill. Albright keeps it alive, but it goes up off the top of the post. She's trying to either stay out of the net or get the ball over the, and it goes off the post, out of play. Side out back to the Panthers, 8-12. Panthers trail by 4. Prihoda back in as Alpuerto comes off. Served by Hill. Miller, Albright, far side Bradley, the attack, and it is long and out here on the near corner. And the score now 9-12. The Panthers down by 3. Holland, Vet. Bradley on the floor along with Albright and Piquetley. An ace from Marley Hill as that one fell out of the sky. A nice serve there by Marley Hill. And another ace off of Piquetley, and that's going to draw another quick timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. As Pflugerville's close it to a 1-point deficit, 11-12. Quick timeout. Eagle volleyball continues in a moment. Throws him again. Scramble here. And a miss hit there by Ashanti Bowles. Sends it wide on the far side. So Georgetown trying to get it a run here with Taylor Vett serving. Leading by 2, 15-13. Served by Vett. Campbell. Sent near side. Prihoda the tip over. Albright. Miller to Stengel. And to Stengel, another kill. Nice swing by McKenna Stengel. And the lead back to 3, 16-13, and that's where Coach Langman wants to use timeout number 1. We'll take it with them. 16-13, Georgetown leads it here in set 3. Quick timeout, Lady Eagle Volleyball. Out of the timeout. Georgetown has Taylor Vett behind the service line, leading by 3. Prehota up to Morales, back set to Bowles, off the block, and it'll be out of play. Side out back to the Panthers, 14-16, they trail by 2. That will come off for the libero Pitt Kepley. The libero Ornick for the Panthers will come off as Ferguson back onto the front row. Faith Benavides, the sophomore, back to serve, flat-footed serve across the way. Miller up to Albright, near side, Hollins attack, dug by Morales. Campbell sends it far side to Bowles. Slap shot over. Miller, Albright, attacked by Stengel. Dug by Campbell, attacked by Prehota, into the block and out of play. Hill for the Panthers, they trail by 1. Substitution here as Amory Anderson will sub in for Ella O'Shaughnessy. On the front row for Georgetown. Pflugerville's Faith Benavides to serve, trailing by 1, 15-16. Flat-footed serve, serves it deep. Pitt Kepley up to Albright. Quick set, tipped over by Holland, and down for, or by Amory Anderson, and down for the kill. 17-15, Georgetown by 2. Benavides out. Ornick, the libero, back on for the Panthers. Taylor Ruhlmeyer will sub back in for Riley Holland and drop back to serve for Georgetown. Sends it across near side. Morales will set it up for Prehota. Her attack, dug by Pitt Kepley. Albright to set. Back row attack by Miller. Dug by Campbell. Morales back to Ferguson. Off the block. Pancake by, nope, no pancake given there. They're going to say it hit the ground in front of Pitt Kepley's hand. And a side out back to the Panthers. 16-17, Pflugerville trails by 1. Bowles off, Wynn back on. Morales off. Ellie Brown back on for the Panthers. As Paige Wynn back to serve, trailing by 1. Pitt Kepley. Albright will set it far side. The attack by Stengel and a kill. McKenna Stengel has come in and changed the pace there on the front row for the Lady Eagles with 3 big kills. And a side out back to Georgetown. 18-16. Kendall McDougal sub in for Stengel, and back to serve goes the junior, Kendall McDougal. Served by McDougal. Prehota has the touch. Wynn sets it up near Ellie Brown, and what a play there by Amelia Albright. She goes up, and when it touches the open space above the net, she dunks it back down for the kill. And Georgetown by 3, 19-16. McDougal to serve again. She gets the sign from Coach Richardson. In the middle of the back row, Campbell. Wynn chases it down to the back row, and a free ball sent over by Prehota. Pitt Kepley up to Albright. Set on a slide attack to Amory Anderson, and a big swing off the block and down for the kill. Amory Anderson gets the attack and the kill. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead, 20-16, and that'll draw a timeout. The second of the set for Jason Langman of Pflugerville. We'll take it with him. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Timeout. McDougal serves with a 4-point lead. Wynn will set it up for Prehota, far side. Dug by Pitt Kepley out the block, and a good read there by Amelia Albright. She goes up and tips it down off of a touch from the Panthers, and the Eagles lead by 5. 21-16 to match their largest lead of the set. And McDougal on a run here behind the service line for the Lady Eagles. Serves it deep. Ornick to Wynn. Back set. And on the line, nice shot by Prehota. She was off balance. She hits it kind of behind her, kind of like that cut shot we saw from Scout Robinson. And sent it to the far side and got it in for the kill. Side out back to the Panthers. Campbell comes out. Marley Hill back onto the front row, and back to serve goes Morgan Prehota. Down by 4, 17-21. McDougal up to Albright. Set. Amory Anderson punches it across. Brown. Ornick has it near side to Hill. Tip over there. Ruhlmeyer gets a hand on it. McDougal far side to Miller, but it is long on the back line. And And a point to the Panthers, 18-21. They trail by 3. Both coaches out of timeouts here in set number 3. Prihoda serves for the Panthers. Flat-footed serve across the way. Pitt Kepley, Albright, far side. Miller, little roll shot, read by Wynn. Ornick sets it up, back row attack for Prihoda. Dug by Pitt Kepley. Albright will set it up. Miller will send a free ball over. Ellie Brown has it, Wynn. And an attack there by Ferguson. And a kill. The Panthers trail by 2, 19-21. Two-point deficit here for Pflugerville. 19-21. Morgan Prihoda serves again. Pitt Kepley, Albright dumps the second ball over, but it's wide here on the near side. And it's a 20-21 score. Prihoda to serve again from the middle of the back row. Pitt Kepley up to Albright. And she dunks it down off the net this time. And it collapses the top of the tape down, and the ball hits just inside the 10-foot line. Emery Anderson will rotate out with a libero rotation. Bet back onto the front row. And Jordan Pitt Kepley goes back to serve for the Lady Eagles, leading by 2. 22-20 here in set 3. The jump serve, floats it over. Hill up to Wynn, back to Hill near side. The swing blocked at the net. Ornick the big dig. And a free ball sent over by Wynn. Pitt Kepley, Albright, quick set, Vet the attack. Ornick, Ferguson a touch, free ball punched over, but into the block of Taylor Vet. Good job of patrolling the net there by Taylor Vet. And the Eagles lead by 3, 23-20. 2 points away from a 3-set sweep. Pitt Kepley from the far side, tosses it up, serve, floats out of the air. Off of Hill, Ornick, free ball by Hill. Miller to Albright, back to Miller, the big swing into the block. Ruhlmeyer, Albright, back to Vet, her attack, a big dig there, but into the net and down for the kill. It went off of El Puerto, but Wynn unable to get a second touch on it. It's set and match point for the Lady Eagles, 24-20. As Jordan Pitt Kepley will serve for the third set and the match for the Eagles. The toss up, the serve, near side, Hill. Wynn has it, sets it near side to Hill, her attack. McDougal to Albright, set it up. Miller into the block, Pitt Kepley the dig. Panthers will have a free shot hit here. Brown tips it over. Albright gets a touch on it, but a good read by Ellie Brown to just tip it near side, and she gets mugged by her teammates. Side out back to Pflugerville. 21-24, they trail by 3. The next side out for the Eagles will be the match. Set point number 2 for Georgetown. Ornick to serve from the near side. Serves across, McDougal tied at the net. Albright tips it over, but it's wide here on the near side. 22-24, Pflugerville trails by 2. Set point number 3 for the Lady Eagles. Ornick deep drop here on the near side. Passes it up, the jump serve. Off of McDougal, Albright gets a touch on it. Pitt Kepley, nice free ball sent across, great hustle there. Wynn sets it up for Hill, the tip, and a read there. Georgetown not ready for it. 23-24, Pflugerville trails by 1. New life for this Pflugerville crowd across the way. And here comes the substitution for the Lady Eagles. Sailor Ruhlmeyer will sub out. Number 8, the 5'7" junior, Madeline Posey will sub in for Georgetown. Ornick to serve, down by 1. Serves it across, Pitt Kepley. Albright, far side, Miller. Roll shot into the block, Pitt Kepley. Albright, she'll swing at it. Ornick the dig, Wynn will send a free ball over. McDougal, Albright, far side, Miller. The swing, the kill, Miller tie. Ball game, Georgetown wins it 25-23. Not as pretty as Coach Jenny Richardson would like it, but a 3-set sweep for your Georgetown Lady Eagles, who improved to 6-0 on the season in district play, 23-11 overall with the 3-set win over the Pflugerville Panthers. Pflugerville drops to 2-4 in district, 12-23 overall. The next action will be Friday night at Conley. We'll be live at 6:15, 6:30 first serve for the Lady Eagles as they take on the Cougars in district play. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Lady Eagles victorious, 3 sets to none over the Pflugerville Panthers here at Pflugerville High School. For all of our sponsors, CSCT, Georgetown, or City View Bible Church in Round Rock, Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club, and Piedreros Western Wear, 4809 Williams Drive. All of our sponsors, we appreciate you, and they bring it to you free of charge here on the SHN YouTube channel each and every time. Tomorrow night, if you want to come out to the football field, the JV will play at Georgetown against Colleen Chaparral. We'll have the Coaches Show on the track at 6 p.m. with Coach Chuck Griffin and some players because of the Thursday night matchup on the road at Searles Stadium on Colleen Chaparral's campus at a 7 o'clock kick against the Chaparral Bobcats. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Eagles are victorious over the Pflugerville Panthers, 3-0. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everybody.